week.
I am not a Muppet. I am Meep. Meep. Meep.
Hey, Rav.
Meep, 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 meep.
Do you like the Muppets?
I'm just saying, mana.
Ma.
Exactly. Mana.
Ma.
Best song to come out of softcore pornography ever.
So who are we missing? Oh, we're missing Axel.
Let's
Yes.
hope he's not at the LAN party.
The other Finn.
Most fishes need 2 fins.
At least.
At least. Unless they're starfish, which is not a fish.
True.
And some fish are just a single fin. I'm thinking like Hulk manta rays, but they're not really fish. And actually, there's a good argument that fish don't actually exist because there's so many different species that aren't related to each other, but we just call them fish. But it's not an
So-
argument I want to get into right now.
So basically they're just water creatures that don't need to come up to breathe.
Yes.
Yes.
Who have evolved similar strategies to surviving below water.
I think that means we're all here.
We are. Which is good for you because that doesn't give me time to eat my banana right now. So that's for later.
I have a banana.
Okay, I'm gonna do my spiel. Let's see if I can get through all of it. Previously on They Might Be Giants, the mysteriously furred Harper agents, Lum, the cat person magic user, and his partner Sir Burr, the deceptively garbed teddy bear, were called to the town of Daggerford by Liaison, one of their trusted contacts. Upon meeting, he told them that one of his longtime field agents, Morag Ugle, the innkeeper at Nightstone, has failed to report in for some time, and tasked the two with assembling a party to investigate what, if anything, has happened in the small town. When coin is mentioned, several adventurers jump at the chance to make some extra cash. Mika of Saltglass, an unassertive half-orc monk trying to find a cause worthy enough for her pilgrimage. Dane Fellbriar, a young dwarf with the epic stories of his people and a thirst for battle only equaled by his thirst for ale. Rounding out this motley crew is a young winged tiefling who goes by the name of Lazar, who is also a member of the secretive Harper Society. Unbeknownst to Lum and Burr, they set out on their journey and upon arrival find Nightstone abandoned and ruined. So that was all completely ruined because my window started dinging when my push to talk key started. So, hooray! They set out on their journey, and upon arrival find Nightstone abandoned in ruins and filled with a raiding party of goblins. After a brief melee, they subdue the raiders and learn that the people of the town had fled into the mountains to the north after a great battle. Also, amongst the ruins, the party finds a woman garbed in rather plain clothes. However, her exotic winged snake quickly marks her as an agent of the Black Network. Agreeing not to get in each other's way, the group decides to shore up the defenses of the town against further goblin raiding before they take a night's rest. And now for the exciting continuation of They Might Be Storm Giants.
Woo!
Very dramatic.
I like
like
that.
it.
Yeah, very good. I was scared that like my Discord fucked up somehow and I interrupted you though because you stopped like on the moment that I changed my microphone settings.
No, I
So I was,
stopped
like,
because
and
the text
Yeah.
box that I had my push-to-talk key in had filled, so Windows was like da-ding, 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 and it took me a couple seconds to realize that that was being streamed.
You really should change your push to talk button to
Yeah.
something that doesn't type.
Pause. Very good one. Never use it unless you're in command line. But while you're in Discord, if you're in command line.
Or forward on your mouse. Because you never use forward, just back.
Bah. I'll just get a bigger
My-
text box next time.
For some reason, like my mouse doesn't like. It doesn't have like. At least the software doesn't like support like mouse 5 kind of buttons. I just have to bind them into some. It's just dumb.
Oh,
because it's
you're getting a
Logitech
text.
mouse. And
Yeah, someone definitely got a text.
I haven't heard that sound in ages.
that was what?
Me neither.
The,
What sound?
the
I didn't-
sound that you get when the connection of one of your transmitting devices is being disrupted by a mobile signal.
Oh, that I get that sometimes, but that was not my phone.
That means you have a junk setup.
Okay, back on track.
No,
I'm making rice.
it means that my PC here is shit. Yes, it is a bit hard to show.
So, after that trip to the mid 90s,
Yeah. Well, guys, it's a new morning and we have a new decision. Should we go look for the villagers or should we go to that fortress and examine if there are goblins up there and get rid of them? So instead of the villagers coming back and being shut down by goblins, we have cleaned up goblins first.
Yeah, I have some POWs that I need to take care of.
Well, the goblins, they told us that we found all of them.
And you trust the goblins?
Why would they lie?
They're kinda dumb, to be honest.
They are goblins.
Did you say they? Or you?
They are
They.
goblins.
No. Not you.
Me?
he said they.
I said they. I said they are kinda dumb.
Well, great.
So I've already co-opted these goblins to follow us. Kind of.
Yes, you have, I think, 4 or 5 tied up somewhere.
It was 6. I got them really drunk so that they'd pass out, and then I caught my minimum, I think it's 4 hours you need in a long rest period. Or is it 6? Well, either way, I got them drunk enough that I could go to sleep.
And
They're
I
goblins, they're not really heavy drinkers.
I slept in the watchtower. Because that can at least be locked properly.
Yes, a couple of you did sleep in the watchtowers by the drawbridge, and you raised the drawbridge if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So, who all slept in the towers?
I slept in a tower.
It looks like I slept there. Also. Baking.
Yeah, I slept like on the top floor with the guardsman's brazier flaming the entire night. As a
Yes,
signal.
so all of you who happen to be at the top of one of the towers see a group of 6 people approaching on horseback. 7 people, I'm sorry.
Are they villagers?
They don't look like villagers, they come from the same road you came from. And they look moderately well armed.
Are they wearing tabards?
Not really. They wear normal adventurer, mercenary type clothes.
Are they green?
They are not. They are human colored.
I assume they have been summoned by the villagers to take care of the goblins.
Yeah, but I don't think the goblins were the reason that the villagers left. I think that floating castle that, what's her name mentioned, that dropped all these stones.
Yeah, that seems
Oh,
like
that's true.
that seems like
Yes,
a
she did mention
terribly
that
much
after
bigger
the-
problem.
the cloud giants started dropping the boulders, there was a panic and everybody fled out of the village.
Now, no one said anything about cloud giants. There was
She did
mention-
actually. She said that two came down and picked up some sort of obelisk that was standing in the center of the.
Yes, but she didn't say cloud.
She didn't say cloud giants, but she said giants.
Clown giants.
Well, are everyone in the watchtowers? Otherwise, I'll quickly get them to get down here.
I'm at the bar
I am
watching the goblins.
I'll be standing in one of the crenellations looking at the arrivals.
Loom! Teddy bear, get down here!
Why?
Yeah, I'm busy.
Well, you might be even more busy if these are bandits that want to raid the city.
I do not believe the teddy bear's name is Teddy Bear.
So the group approaches, and they stop at the raised drawbridge, and they call out to somebody to lower the drawbridge.
I'll
Well, Loom, you take the
Yeah, I'll-
word.
I'll yell at them. And who are you?
He says, "My name is Zorkin Alasandar. I am a bounty hunter.
Okay.
I've come looking for a criminal.
Named.
She goes by the name of Kella Darkhope. I have reports that she is here.
I've never
you
heard of
describe
anyone
her for
called
us?
Durgy.
We never did get her name, did we?
Yeah.
We
Nope.
got her first name.
You did get her first name, I think.
We
Not
yeah
the-
we got a first name.
True.
We probably didn't get her first name.
Well, she did.
What is she wanted for?
She's wanted for murder.
Oh golly!
She slew the son of a Waterdavian noble.
I shout down. I don't like being ignored. What does she look like?
Maybe they didn't see you.
He tells you, oh, she is a plain-looking woman, poses as a monk, wears plain robes.
Do he seem like he's telling the truth?
Yeah, I bet doing that as well. Just I find my sheet. Oh, not that one.
Yes,
Hang
let
on,
us
let
see.
me check real quick.
Why does not mine do that?
Those physical dice being used.
Physical dice the best dice. Because then you don't mess up by accidentally rolling.
This is totally in character for Mika. Mika likes the other pilgrim lady.
I am still very confused about the fact that that is a male's name in Finnish.
I would like to remind you of the fact that my GURPS character is a girl named Noah.
Yes,
Yes. So,
but that's not directly Finnish.
Lazar, Dane, and Lum. He practiced that speech very well, but there is something off there.
How about you tell us the truth?
He deliberates for a couple of moments. And then he said, well, I will be blunt. And seeing as this village has been attacked recently and is not very lively, I will tell you that, in fact, we have come to claim this village for the Zentarim.
Oh, hell no.
And the woman?
What of her?
Are you looking for her, or do you just happen to know she's here?
Yes, I'm looking for her. I know she's here.
Then why are you looking for her if you know where she is?
Don't you
Ah.
trust her to
They
do?
mutters and it's like just
I feel like I've missed something.
I think Mika was there when he just blurted out the fact that she was a Zentarim.
Yes, actually,
Probably.
the only
but
ones
what-
who weren't there were all of the Harpers in the party.
Yes.
Yeah,
But I
but
don't know if I was paying attention
but there's
or if
the
if I know what that means actually.
but all of the Harpers have now seen her pet, and it was like, oh, okay. Actually, no, Burr might not actually. Actually, Burr has actually.
No, because you guys
Yeah.
were in the bar, and that's
Yeah.
where we brought the goblins. But I haven't said anything right now. But
No.
now, well, I'm not aware of this, so continue.
I just kind of look at the others. Whisper, what? Should we? Should we? Probably not.
I would suggest you go home to your filthy overlords and report to them that this city
You are
is
no-
not belonging to the Zentarim.
You.
Yeah,
You-
they don't really deal that way.
Yeah.
We probably have to kill them all.
Yeah, you. You have.
So
you
they
have the
can't. So they can't report.
for a tiefling.
Either you can let us in, or we will find another way in.
I don't think there's a back door.
I asked, can you fly? Because if you didn't notice, all the drawbridges are up. Or, if you can swim and then climb over them, I think that'll also work.
Don't give them ideas.
Since they're not idiots.
You're,
Well, if they try, we do have ranged weapons.
you're forgetting one thing.
Magic.
They have someone on the inside.
Also,
Yeah,
it's the Black
And we can just
Network.
stab them immediately.
Like, the prudent thing to do, and this is all table talk, is to kill them all before they can get word out to anywhere. Because it's bad.
I don't know. Dane doesn't fly that way.
By the way, I forgot to make them visible.
Yes.
I will look at the others, and then I will go look for Sabur.
Is Monk Lady anywhere near?
The monk lady's in the tower.
I think. Which one of them did you mean?
I think he meant the fake monk lady.
Yeah, the Zent.
No, she was at the tavern. And apparently she didn't notice the ruckus.
Is she awake?
Well, it is fairly early. She's probably in the process of just getting up.
I kind of want to arm the goblins.
Burr, we might need you out front.
Right. I am going to
We
unbind.
we have a group of filthy scent who wants to get in.
Why would you say that in front of her? I'm charging the monk. The lady.
Well, I've never been told she was a scent.
Are you a part of the Harpers?
Yes,
Yeah,
he's
but
the
I'm-
other
Yes,
Harper.
You are very aware that she's a scent.
They're
she
like our
has-
arch enemies.
This is like she
No,
she
because
has.
I never saw the snake. I was down scouting the castle when you
But she
saw the
has had it.
snake.
Well, she has had it like on her the whole time. I presume you just like walked in at some point and saw it. That's how the rest of the party got knew, but
But yeah, I'm charging the monk as soon as he blurts that out.
Okay.
Murder.
And
this is the point where we need like we need the we need like, me and Burr need like sending stones that are always on. So then to like fighting happen, I can just do that. What the hell is going on? Thing.
Yep.
Radio.
You can put that on your shopping list.
Yes. Sending stones that are always on. No more privacy.
So I am going to fly into a rage because I'm so angry that he just blurted that out.
Yes.
And
but
I
you're
am
not
striking.
directing your
I am
anger at-
striking Snake Lady. Yeah.
I
Well,
guess that's initiative then.
Yes, it is, because you're not really very subtle in, while you're flying into a rage. So she might have time to. She might have time to defend herself.
I'm just cursing him out as I charge her.
But if you win initiative, I will keep your roll. Actually, I will keep your roll whenever you're up.
Oh boy, am I slow to react. I take too long thinking of ways to, and names and
Oh, flying into a rage does take a while.
Bonus action.
I just
Ideally a bonus action.
I just have to say it like this. I fly into a rage.
last night.
I would like to rage. Can I please rage now?
Uh,
I have a cat.
I was doing Viper from League of Legends, if you didn't know. Or no, it's not
No,
League of
that's
Legends.
no, that's Dota. Yeah.
I fly
Oh.
into a rage.
I know nothing about either of those two.
League of Legends doesn't have Viper, it has this thing called Kog'Maw. Same shit, different name.
Well, she's not too quick either, so.
Also, I have to go for a moment. I will be back in some time. Burr tried to not get me killed.
Roger Dodger.
In the ensuing chaos, Lazar actually is the first to gain his wits.
Yeah, well, I'll delay because I don't know anything about the charts that's coming up.
Yes, but you did. Um, you did mention attacking her. She doesn't like that.
Oh, I actually talked about those out front.
Oh
They're
yeah.
the same thing.
So yeah, I'll delay. Until after Burr.
Off the bear. Sounds like a thing.
Yes, actually, as she notices you attempting to charge her, she will take. She will draw a short sword from beneath her robes, and then she's going to try and defend because she isn't sure what you're going to do. At which point you charge her, and even with your disadvantage, you're going to hit her
Hiya!
and deal 9 points of damage to her.
Nice.
And then I will run up to her and draw my rapier and give her a stab.
Okay.
The gift of
Can I get into a flanking position?
Yeah. Ooh, hitting good today.
Stabby, stabby. And then I will disengage. And take a few steps back.
She will also disengage. And then she will, because she's not really a monk, who would have thought, she will use her cunning action to dash out of the tavern.
shocking.
And she probably gets pretty much to the hole where the obelisk was. Meanwhile, at the drawbridge, Mr. Zolkin has informed you that very well, he can wait and others will come. And they are in the process of building a camp.
Right.
Also, it is about at this point when you can hear Killa just running out of the tavern.
Is it just me or are we having a problem?
Hmm?
Well,
Are they...
I plan to chase and then recklessly throw my javelin, doing a
Okay.
reckless attack.
You
So
hit her.
advantage. Let's see.
Oh, let's see if you hit her. I just thought it was. Yes, you
22 plus
You
that's
do.
4 damage.
You should add your strength to that.
I thought I
think his
did.
strength is 10.
My strength is 17,
Oh,
so that should be plus 3.
Oh, okay.
So 7 damage.
Glorious.
Lazar is chasing too, I assume.
Yeah, how far away is she?
Well, she did take a dash, so she's probably about 60 feet away.
Well, I'll run 30 feet after her, and then, or fly 30 feet after her, and then I will shoot.
Okay.
That's probably going to miss.
That is going to miss.
Stop her! I yell.
Well, she's going to keep dashing in the direction of the broken bridge.
I think by this point Dane is like switched position and is now looking into the town.
And Mika is confused, like, should we go after her or stay here watching these people?
Hmm.
I'm not sure I know what's happening.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't tend to get involved in these kinds of things.
I guess it's Burr's turn.
Yeah, I'm just editing my javelin real quick. And it's not letting me click the right box.
Yay!
So I'm gonna roll, well, first I'm gonna move 25 feet diagonally to try to go to cut her off, but I'm still not gonna be able to reach her, so I'm gonna recklessly throw another javelin, since there's no one to actually attack me right now.
Stubby legs.
But I probably miss horribly.
You do.
Well,
Well, I will continue after her. I will use my bonus action to dash, because I now have cunning action. And then I will shoot at her.
Okay. That is a hit. Meanwhile, she has managed to draw her crossbow. And she is going to return one to you.
No, please no.
Honos.
Yeah, that's it.
That hits. So I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Oh. Right, so you take 4 points of piercing damage and a whole lot of poison damage.
That could have literally been so much worse.
That depends what she rolls on the poison damage.
Well, the piercing damage could have still been worse.
True, but it is quite potent poison.
Isn't all poison in 5th edition? Yeah.
22.
Holy Macarena!
Okay, I am dead and don't take death saving throws.
No, we don't do excessive damage until level 5.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ,
And then she continues that.
poison.
Oh.
Yes, she's an assassin.
Whereabouts is she?
She
at
actually
now?
is a killer.
That one wasn't alive.
Jim, how far away is she at the moment? Because I'm guessing she's moving towards the gatehouse.
No, she's moving towards the broken bridge to
Yeah,
the
she's moving to
castle.
the east.
Right.
She's about here.
Yeah, if we could get like a token, even if it's just a color blob.
We shall see what I can find.
A raccoon!
But I can't kill a raccoon.
This is true.
Don't worry, she's not a raccoon.
How far is it to the ground? Because I'm guessing these are what, 2-story watch towers.
Probably 25 feet.
The gatehouses are 20 feet.
Height. Well, I
let's
guess
make
I
a
better
roll.
roll myself into the initiative.
I am also doing that. If I just remember, there you are. I don't do very well when I have to use different kinds of sheets.
Well, it's Spur's turn after her.
Yes, let me quickly reorder this. And it was Burr's turn.
Why is Lazara getting moved?
It was because I was 30 feet behind her, then she shot me.
Yeah, but then she moved afterwards.
Yes, but she dashed after she shot you, so you should be farther back.
Oh,
Oh,
well, I
she's to
thought.
the south.
Yeah. She's running toward that broad bridge. I'm 120 feet south.
Yeah, then my position would be different. Because I thought we were talking about the east.
No, I told you she was running towards the destroyed bridge.
Okay, I haven't seen the full map apparently.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For some reason, the whole map was oriented so the castle was to the east in my brain. So I won't move myself, because that's my fault.
Lazara, you should be around here.
I have 30 speed move, and I've been dashing 2 rounds after her, so that's 120 feet.
Okay. I was just going off that she was running away from you after she shot you.
Yeah, I guess she should actually be.
Even further away.
Yeah, she should
Yeah.
probably be somewhere here.
Oh yeah, actually she should. My mistake. She should be here somewhere.
So it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
I am going to move about 15 feet. Let me check the range on my javelin. 120.
3100.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I have 25 movement. Let me do a range check. Because if she's at 120, I can't shoot her. Nope. So I am going to turn to dash.
Can probably pick up one of your thrown javelins on the way.
Yes, I will definitely do that. The one that isn't sticking in her.
I assume she pulled it out.
Yeah, or it just
She's
fell
not-
out.
She's not the charging bull.
And that's my turn.
Right, so Lazar is out.
Yeah, I actually have to do a death save.
Yes.
There's still a pretty big chance that he will die because I won't be there until 3 turns.
Okay.
And I am
Yes.
so focused on my target, I probably won't stop.
Also, you're a raging teddy bear.
Oh my.
Oh no!
I stop for a second and, like, there's just a nurse's outfit on my teddy bear.
It probably spasms a bit. Lazar, I mean. Throws you off. So, Mika, while all of this transpires,
Well, I suppose I'm. Do I think I can jump down without hurting myself?
you have seen others at your monastery do similar things. You're not sure if you can do it, if
I
you are trained well enough to do it.
I have faith in myself. I would like to jump down, please.
Okay. Which will probably do you 1d6 of falling damage because I don't think you can slow fall yet.
I don't think so.
But do an acrobatics check to see if you fall or if you can keep moving. Ah, you can keep moving. You do take 4 points of damage though.
Nah. I mean, it's not great, but I'm fine. And then I just dash, so that's 80. How far is 80? I'm too far, I can't see numbers.
It's 8 of the large squares.
I really do love big maps, though.
Well, jumping would take a little bit of my movement, so I just probably around here.
Okay. Um. You might be barely able to see somebody lying on the floor beyond this house.
Yeah, well, I cannot do anything about that.
Well, you do know that he has a potion. Dane.
Yes. I am going to do the same thing that Mika did, only in using athletics. Athletics
Okay.
for jumping.
I made I somersaulted, and you're making a what?
I'm making
Superhero
two-
landing.
Yes,
Yeah, basically.
I'm imagining you just leap off of the tower and she tried to do something fancy to avoid falling damage.
Yeah, basically what I'm doing is I'm making two very large boot prints.
Yes.
And then rolling.
And you actually take less damage than her.
Dane spent his youth parkouring in the dwarven tunnels.
I hurt my head when I somersaulted. There was a rock. My fluffy hair
Yeah.
did not protect.
Oh,
It was sharp.
as I've said earlier, Dane is actually quite spry for being a dwarf.
Yes. Will he break out into a run or will he just.
He's dashing,
Okay.
but I only get 50 feet.
Yeah, but. Still better than 25.
Yes.
Don't you have healing word?
Wisdom is my dump stat. Well, one of them.
He's
What?
not a cast.
What
not
use
fast.
are you as a cleric?
I am not a healer. I am just a knowledge domain cleric.
He's not a very casty cleric. Don't
Then
worry
why
about
pick
that.
cleric at all?
Because
He's a
clerics make pretty
nerd.
good tanks.
It also made sense for his background.
Also, they have very nice domain powers.
Yes. I am
Okay.
Next level, I'm actually picking a third class for background reasons.
That's fine by me.
It is one of my least optimized characters ever.
Let's
Oh,
see if
I
she's
have a-
strong enough. to
How
make-
beaten banana.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Welcome back.
Samey.
We have least optimized characters.
She's not, so she has to
What?
jump.
I came in rather saying least optimized character ever.
Yeah, I got shot by a crossbow, which wasn't so bad, and then there was like 200 poison damage.
Oh, nice.
22.
Well, 22 was still a lot.
Did you
Might
die?
as well been 200.
Dude,
Doesn't make much of a difference.
True.
Oh, you died. Okay.
No, as I
Didn't
said
take
last week, we don't do excessive damage yet.
Oh.
Because
Well, I mean,
like I had a feeling something like that might happen. So.
well, I mean, with excessive damage, it's mostly like, you know, because poison happens later, so it's like, oh, you failed saving throws.
Okay, so she's not strong enough to clear that jump outright, so she will have to roll for it. If I can find my mouse, there it is. Okay, and she clears it.
Well, good for her.
Sunburn.
I am dashing for 50.
I very clearly heard you say summer.
Yes.
Well, you are broken out of the raids now, by the way.
Yes, you haven't dealt damage or received damage in the last round.
I run around Lazar's unconscious body. I'm not a medicine person. I'm the opposite.
Speaking of which,
Don't roll a 1,
a 1 would be bad.
but kind of hilarious.
You can roll a 1. Wasn't too
Close.
far off.
Here,
Very close.
that's
Not a
make
one.
it.
So, am I there? Can I roll initiative?
Yeah, sure.
It's then actually me, probably. Maybe. Well, I'll probably join the next one, but yeah.
Depending on where you are, I might be inclined to let you just join in outright.
I think he was in the tower.
Yeah, I was there. I have no idea what happened after that.
Oh, well.
I went to get Sir Burr and said that there was sense outside. And then Burr charged the monk.
Yeah, he said it in front of the Zent.
And he said filthy monk. Filthy, not filthy monks. But anyway, the word filthy was used.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we started a fight, and she started running, and we pursued her, and then she shot me, and I dropped, and then she continued running.
Okay,
It's
And
not
that is
really
how
a
we ended up here.
fight.
Yes.
okay.
Okay. Mika.
Yes, I will continue running and regretting my last turn's choice to subtract 10 from my movement because of the jump. I did that to myself, and now I used my action to dash, and I cannot feed the potion to Lazar because I would first have to find it and then feed it to him. So I'm just there like,
Oh boy. Okay.
because I had to dash for 10 fucking feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna take all the movement feats.
Yes, mobility is pretty damn nice to have.
Yes.
How far away were you?
Me?
Yeah?
50,
50.
and my movement is 40.
Ah,
She just did not make it.
Yep.
Yep. And that's how far I get on a dash.
You're a dwarf.
Yes, so everybody except Lum is now knowing what's going on.
Yes.
And Mika is visibly freaking out.
And she just continues running into the guardhouse that seems to be not guarded, ironically. And she disappears from your sight. If you're not too intent on chasing her right now, you can probably drop initiative.
Just to say gold.
I would like to chase her.
Okay.
I've got that Terminator vision.
Do it then.
Use your stubby legs.
That's as far as I can dash.
Oh goodness.
So
She's gonna get away. But I still want to try to jump that bridge.
Wow,
I actually make it.
that is
so close.
the
Yeah.
closest. You are hanging by a thread.
TFG.
Okay, sorry.
It is at this point when Lum springs into action.
Yes. And my mom has perfect timing because, oh, it's my turn. And then it's like, hey, by the way, I have a thing. But now I have a bread. Okay. So Lam is very confused. As am I. So, where is the dying?
Dying person.
I'm here.
Far away.
Yeah, that's a bit far away from me. So I'm not.
Well, you
I guess.
could stay in the tower and keep an eye on the sense.
Well, I mean, I would have probably been there in the tower, but which one of the towers was it?
You were probably in the southern one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
What are the sense up to?
A couple of them are building what looks like a camp. And you notice that one of them is missing.
Oh, goody.
Okay. Do harpers have like secret, like whistling sounds or something? I will quickly browse through my field manual. How to communicate in a way that field exams don't know that I'm communicating, or don't know what I'm communicating.
Problem is,
You have to start
Yes.
playing a harp solo.
if I remember all like what little fluff I know, they probably know all of your signals.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yes.
Yeah, British fiction.
Just as you know the winged snakes, they know all of your signals.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
CIA versus KGB.
Pretty much.
Then I'll just address them like, hey, where did one guy go?
There's no one there.
That is none of your business.
Hmm.
Oh. I thought you were addressing us.
No, I was addressing the field exams.
Hmm.
I will just be mildly annoying. I'm not gonna be annoying enough that like they would do anything about it, but I'm gonna be annoying enough that it's annoying.
What,
this
you're
is my
throwing
specialty.
popcorn at them?
I'm throwing rocks into the water so it splashes a bit on them, but like not on them, but like very near them. It makes an annoying sound.
Boom.
And it's like at times it just hits like the rocks, and it's like cling. So it's not even good. And I will be sure to make that do it like inconsistently, so it's not like 3 in the water then 1 in the rock, but I'll just vary it around, so not even that's consistent.
You are just horrible.
Yes, I was trained in the torture methods of the harpers.
You are a cat person, also.
Yes.
You know, I actually
Okay,
think I'm gonna break
Mika.
my pursuit.
I would like to look for a potion on Lizar, which I hear he might
Seem
have.
to remember that he should have one because each of you had one.
Yep.
We're not sure if he used his or not.
I actually used mine
Yeah, I also used mine. So I'm just,
Yay!
I'm just patting him down.
And
I
just-
actually have an unidentified potion.
Well, you couldn't be
I-
more fucked right now, so might as well.
I'm actually so like
that is true. You have an unidentified.
not
potion.
super
I almost forgot about that.
magically smart. So I'm just probably taking the first potion I find, which in this case happens to be the mysterious unidentified potion. And I'm
So,
pouring it into the mouth of the very poisoned lizard. He can't be more poisoned.
This is going to be interesting.
yeah, okay, so,
Either
Now
I'm
we-
saving
we-
your life or
okay.
killing you.
yeah, okay, everyone take a guess what's gonna happen. My guess is that he's gonna start levitating.
For a moment, I thought you said the very poisoned lizard.
A snake that accidentally bites his own tongue. Although snakes aren't lizards. It's always weird seeing a legless lizard, though.
I mean, some lizards are basically just snakes with legs. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So you just rummage for a vial and you find one. It is a blue potion that seems to be boiling, but it is cold to the touch. And you just you don't really think about anything and just it's better than nothing, and pour it down his throat.
I probably don't even realize it's not the potion he should have.
At which point, the following thing happens. You gain 10 temporary hit points for an hour.
I remember correctly. Heroism.
Yes. And you are blessed. It was a potion of heroism.
Well, I'm still at 0 hit points. I have 10 temporary. I don't know if I actually wake.
I think you do. You gain them. You now have hit points.
I would say you do, but if you're not properly healed within an hour, you just drop again.
You're also still poisoned.
No, I don't think it gave the poison
No,
condition.
the poison didn't actually cause the poison condition. It just dealt a lot of damage.
Mean poison.
That's a weak poison.
Weak? No.
It does a lot of damage, but it doesn't do it doesn't do it over time. So it's
Yes,
not-
there's not all too many poisons that actually inflict the poison damage, ironically.
But the good thing is he isn't dying anymore.
True.
I
You-
will still
You
run up
snap
to it.
out of your unconsciousness and you feel like you are on borrowed time. At which point Dane is up.
Yes. And I will slap him.
It's the good kind of
Oh.
slap.
That was a good roll.
Yeah, can't you use those every time you do it? Ouch. What hit me? It felt like a 2-ton dragon.
Or like a 2-ounce arrow. I say as I dig it out of him.
That doesn't make sense. It shouldn't have inflicted so much damage.
I sniff the arrow tip.
Yes, it smells as if it had been poisoned.
That sent him Rim Witch.
Also, of course, those of you who are harpers are not very surprised that a Centurion would carry poison bolts.
Well, now that my rage has died down, I'm not actually gonna continue my pursuit. I'm gonna pick up my other javelin. I assume it's like right here, because this is where she was when I threw it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna head back to the tavern and give a very dirty look to Lazar on my way.
Well, I'll ignore that. Where did she go?
I don't say anything. I want to check on the goblins.
Alright, the goblins.
Now, they were bound and probably still sleeping from the alcohol.
Oh yeah, they are. They are not going anywhere without your consent.
Yeah.
Are those outside doing anything? Have you kept an eye on them?
I think she ran into the keep.
We can't keep an eye out on people when you're, dying.
I would like to throw water on the goblins.
What
They start
happened?
to move slowly, and they don't seem to be. They don't seem to be enjoying that.
Oi, wake up. I kick them.
Ouch!
You, what's your name?
Let's see to which one you talk. Ah, yes, you are talking to Gverk.
That's
Ah,
a lovely name.
Gverk.
Yes, Gverk.
You're a smart goblin. That's why I'm
Yes,
choosing to promote
yes.
you. And I'm
Smartest goblin.
Yes, I can see that. So I'm going to promote you to sergeant. It's very important, and it comes with a lot of shinies if you do the job good.
Oh yes, yes, shinies, shinies.
I
And
unbind
you
his
can see that
hands and feet,
Okay.
and I will rearm him.
This seems like a great idea.
I'm making you leader of these 5 goblins. And I'm gonna cut them loose and rearm them.
And she's kind of bewildered by this because she didn't really expect that. Also, they are all pretty hungover. But she says to the others, "You here? Me boss now."
Yes, and I'm your boss, but I'm gonna treat you better than your old boss ever did. I'm gonna make sure you guys get every shiny that's possible.
Good speech.
I am formally bringing you into my tribe. If you all kneel, I will say the sacred words.
They don't seem to be. You're not sure if they completely realize what's going on.
That's
But-
probably the best.
But one of them kind of stumbles to his knees. You're not sure if it's on accident or if they actually understood you.
Yeah, the one on his knees, I will gently place the flat of my axe on his head, and in Gnomish say something like, I don't really care about any of this, but it's in Gnomish, and I say it like with bravado, so it sounds fancy. And then I say, rise, Sir Knight.
Yeah, he seems happy but very confused.
Good. Do the other goblins take the lead? Or take the hint?
Well, it did seem kind of important, so they probably will.
I dubbed them all night, and then I'm like, okay, we got business to do, and I'm gonna lead them out of the tavern.
And really, you had them at the word shiny.
Yep. And I'm not
Right.
lying. I'm probably gonna give them all my loot.
Okay, so where are the others?
Contemplating life.
Being annoying.
I think we should go back to the gate to find out what's happening there.
I have a feeling we should, quite possibly, and you can call me crazy for suggesting this, but we should maybe stick together.
Well,
I
I just went to get Sir Burr to join us at the gate, and then he went into he went completely mad and attacked the one who shot me.
I arrive on the scene flanked by goblins who are fully armed.
I wasn't judging your decisions, but I am now questioning the teddy bears.
Yeah, he seems very untrustworthy.
That was an agent of the Black Network. That was the Zentarum. You walked in the room and said there were filthy Zentarum outside.
Oh, I don't care about any of that, but why did you arm the goblins?
Because we need to defend the town now. These gobos are with me. They're my tribe.
Seems right.
I've promised them my share of the loot.
What loot?
When we get loot. I'll tell you about it.
And the goblins say, yes, yes, we were promised Chinese.
Well, we should definitely go to the gate, to the drawbridge.
I know you guys want to stick together, but I really want to start patrolling the border of the wall with the goblins, just so that they're not coming in behind us or something.
You're patrolling, or are you going to post them onto the towers?
Well, as long as all of them are remaining outside and we can keep an eye on them, it shouldn't be a problem.
How many towers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the fifth one is destroyed, so... But here's the thing, is I don't want to leave the goblins unattended, because idle hands... Devil's plaything.
Might be a good
Well,
idea.
Well, we do know that these are Harpers. No, that these are Centrum. So maybe we should do a first strike against them.
I'm fine with opening the gate and charging out with the goblin army. Well, goblin squad, gobbo squad? The gob squad.
At the risk of seeming uneducated and
I think we should go to Loom and talk to him too.
but what is going on here?
Those outside a Centrum, they want to dominate and conquer the world. If you weren't present, you should actually have heard that they say they came to take over the city.
Yeah.
Yes, I did hear that, but
I would like to spend some time, and I don't... Me, the player, doesn't know the specifics, but I think Burr would know of some of the atrocities that they've committed.
yeah, this is what I want to know. I want to know, why is it bad?
So I would like
Oh,
to
yes, you can-
explain
you can-
atrocities.
You can explain to her that the Zentarim are not the nicest people and are not known for their honorable code of conduct.
Yeah,
Evil
they-
people. They take slaves. They
spread
sell
the-
drugs. They assassinate people.
We should probably like throw rocks at them then.
What do you think I've been doing?
Well, I'm not there. I'm
I think
walking
we should
there.
open up the drawbridge and charge their camp while they're still setting up.
Yeah, somehow I do feel kind of stronger, even though I still have some wounds.
Yes.
Also, I would like to say that I am completely opposed to the Centrim. I am working for a group that oppose them in all things they do.
And what group is that?
I am gonna flash Lazar the secret hand signal of the Harpers. See if he returns it.
Well, I'll flash a hand signal back.
I just nod.
I'm confused and waving my hand.
And then I say, I apologize, brother.
I look at them as if they were, well, touched.
It seems that Loom also has ties to this group. But yeah, the group is known for promoting good, preserving history, maintaining balance, opposing
Gendering?
We fight
Yeah,
the
all
darkness
sorts-
wherever it is.
all sorts of tyrants.
You can see that the seventh guy has returned with seems to be firewood.
So I'm forming up the goblins at the gate. I think Dane's right next to me.
Yup. And
I kind of would like Lazar to be between us and the goblins in case they get backstabby.
What have you armed them with?
Whatever they were armed with initially, so like short swords and short bows, I believe.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any instructions for them?
Yeah, I tell them, kill all the people outside that aren't with us. And
Actually, I was going to think that we should lower the drawbridge, and as they enter, we ambush them.
We can't ambush them if they know we're here.
Yeah, well, it's still a narrow passage, so they can only enter a few at a time.
and you also already kind of identified that you're super not into them. So I don't think they're gonna take the bait.
let's do this right and proper.
And what's that?
Well, of course, meet them in the field of battle.
And where's that?
I point
would
at
be the
the.
bridge.
I point like through the bridge. That way.
Neat.
So Lum, if you're by the controls,
You probably won't catch them by surprise because you have to lower the bridge first, but you
Yep.
can definitely charge them.
Can't you just like start shooting at them
How far away are
You
they
could.
from me?
from the towers? I mean, I
Yeah.
can't. I'm
Uh-huh.
completely rangeless.
Nice. Like, how far away were they from me?
I hand you my
70, 80
hand axe.
feet.
They will probably have. I mean, they probably are aware that you can defend yourselves, so they
mean-
will have. I'm going to say they're intelligent enough that they are not within your primary shooting range.
I mean, Sleep has 90 feet of range.
Yes, but
Oh yeah, they're within that, but they are for bows and crossbows. They are within long range.
Yeah.
Well, then they are outside 60 or 90.
And definitely too far to throw them with an
I
axe.
think short bows have 80, so they could be within 90.
Yeah, I think short bows are 8320, maybe, or
Yeah, 80, 320.
Yeah, then they are somewhere between 90 and 100. So you could probably get them.
in that
By the way-
case, I think I'm gonna have the goblins on the tower shooting volleys.
Really? Don't shoot us in the back.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they're coming with us. I think we're gonna put them in the front.
Which weapons did the goblins have, by the way?
Short
Short
swords and
swords.
short bows.
No, scimitars, and short bows.
Oh, I thought if they had the light crossbows, we could give them to Mika.
Well, there's definitely probably an extra short bow from the goblins we killed.
Yeah, but I don't think she's proficient. She's proficient in simple weapons, right?
Yeah, short bow I think is a simple weapon. No, it's the long bow that's a martial weapon.
Oh,
Make quickly check. 'Cause I have this open right now. Equipment, weapons. Where's the table for this? Okay, so simple weapons. Short bow is a simple range weapon.
then we can outfit one to Mika.
Well, that said, I'm not sure I'm too into that idea. But I mean,
You're a monk.
Yeah. Well, you could use it as you move forward.
I mean, if they're 80 feet away, I can just run up to them in one round.
And be punched by them in the next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then you would probably be standing alone because the rest are much slower.
This is true. I could take Burr with me.
Who is much slower?
Yeah, actually, if you could
I
carry
mean,
No,
me.
no, like
could
they,
put-
yeah.
Potentially, I could carry him.
Oh, please throw me
mean-
at someone.
Wait till I get the catapult spell.
He is very small.
I will have to because you cannot use that to creatures, but I will have to ask if I GM very very nicely.
Yeah, I did go as small as I could possibly be as a gnome. So I'm like 1 feet 10 inches and like, I don't know, 40 pounds.
So, as you deliberate what you're going to do, is somebody on one of the towers?
I am.
Make a
I
perception.
am.
Both of you make a perception check, please. Actually, all of you make a perception check.
Well, that was amazing.
I actually assume we all were in towers and discussing it.
I've just been imagining that we've been standing between the towers and you two have been on like the first floor.
Yeah. I'm just trying to pump the goblins up.
Actually, let me roll for the goblins as well, because they are there.
Oh, you do that. Did the Centaurum on the outside seem like they had bows and shit?
They seem like
Um,
they're armed.
Well, the leader doesn't seem to be.
Hmm.
And the others. You do notice a couple of light crossbows.
Like,
Now let's see if the goblins are perceptive or not. Yeah, not particularly. Okay. So, Dane
Hmm?
and Mika and Sir Burr, which is funny because I think none of you are the ones on the towers. You hear a slight rumbling coming from the north. And the ones on the tower, you can see that a couple of the Zentarim have apparently noticed that too, because they sent somebody to investigate.
Um,
What kind of rumbling?
Might it be giants?
Is it
No,
like
it's more like it's more like trampling of many feet.
maybe it's the villagers. We should probably get ready.
tiny or large feet?
Is it the cavalry?
Well, anything that's gonna make the ground rumble is probably not gonna be a goblin horde.
But rumble, you can just hear that something is approaching rapidly. And then you can see the scout returning on his horse. And
I will listen closely as he speaks, which I probably can't do.
he does appear to tell the others that it would probably be wise to maybe delay capturing the town for now and get the fuck out of here.
Quick question.
Yes.
This drawbridge, it looks like it's higher than the towers. So is this one of those that just goes to like 45 degrees and stays there?
No, it's just it's a properly closing drawbridge, as far as I can see.
Well, if I notice the rumbling, I'm gonna lead the goblins to the northwest tower to see if I can see what the fuck's going on.
Yes, and no sooner than you get there, you can see a couple of humanoid figures coming through the tree line of the forest that starts over there, and then another, and then another, and then another, until there are about 20 to 23 humanoid figures. And it doesn't take long for you to identify them as orcs.
I don't know why, but I got briefly excited and then I remembered that's terrible.
I am going to
Yeah,
tell
half-
the goblins to ready their short bows.
Make a perception check, please. Also, the others on the tower as well. Get a second chance.
They're orcs.
Oh, no. Orcs!
Yes, they are orcs. There are many.
Orcsies!
I'm just like imagining the orcs just running in and Turbo just yelling at the goblins, "Hold the line!"
Yes. The goblins don't seem to be very comfortable with the number of orcs.
Oh shit.
Yep. I would like to steady them. Don't worry,
Yes.
if you stay with me, we'll live.
Both Lazar and Lum, you notice that amidst all of the orcs, there are two that are decidedly different. One of them has his face painted and is garbed like a shaman. And one of them is bigger and stronger than the others and seems to be heavily wounded. And they are heading in the direction of the drawbridge.
Ready, take aim.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, I know that you can't tell someone to knock and then wait forever. So when they get, let's say, within 50 feet, because they're gonna have to pass this tower to get to the drawbridge, I'm gonna be like, knock, loose, or like, shooty.
Pew,
The
pew.
closest they can get to this tower is 80 feet.
Yeah,
They
so
have a
that would be
chance.
right on the edge.
Yes, you can probably pick off a couple of outliers without incurring disadvantage.
But if I see that the main force is heading for the drawbridge, I'm gonna take the goblins back down there.
Right, so the Zent have meanwhile taken their horses and gone home. For now.
I kinda lost my Discord, and then I realized it somehow minimized itself under my taskbar.
Interesting.
Like it has been doing it, like it goes to a tiny little square which just has the friends symbol in there, and it goes like under the taskbar. Why?
Well,
Okay, so are you going to fire on a couple of the orcs, or
Oh,
are
yeah.
you going to wait
No,
to see
well-
what they do?
Firing.
Yeah, okay. They don't seem to have noticed you, so go ahead.
I don't have the short bow. The goblins do.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
What if they
How many are there? 6?
6.
What if they just want to borrow some sugar?
they're orcs.
Some orcs just want to borrow sugar.
No,
Yeah.
they don't borrow, they take. They steal, they murder, they rape.
I feel like you're talking to the wrong person for this.
Yes, you're talking to the half orc.
Yeah. This is like some sort of.
He's just being racist.
They do
Casual
seem like,
racism.
they do seem like they have been in a battle recently.
This is like. I can't even.
Are all
find
the
words.
goblins with Burr?
Yeah, I'm definitely made them my squad.
Right. Well, shit.
What, you wanted to throw them at the orcs?
Nope. I just know that there's more ways to solve problems than fighting.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do the one volley, and then when I notice that I'm not gonna be able to effectively defend this position, I'm gonna go back to the group for forced concentration.
So
Because-
let's see, are they going to try and focus on one, or are they just blindly shooting within their range?
Yeah, they're just shooting.
Yes, so I will say any of the hits are going to be spread to at least 3 of them. So possibly 2 per. Let's see.
So basically,
Oh boy!
it's a volley fire of 6.
Yeah, but it's better than no fire.
I'm just saying that volley fire of less than 100 is kind of crap.
They're goblins, what are you expecting?
They might manage to pick one off, actually.
They are goblins commanded by a teddy bear.
Yeah. It's like,
This is great.
That's actually 4 of the 6 hit.
I'm very proud.
And they shall deal some damage. Let me just roll that as a whole and then divided. Ooh! 23 points of damage. They actually managed to take out one of the orcs and slightly wound 2 others. Doesn't seem to be deterring the rest of trying to make for the drawbridge.
Well, Mika, I think the negotiation completely failed now.
I don't think there was going to be a negotiation. I was just planning to yell at them very loudly and maybe convince them that I've we we already claimed this place and they should go elsewhere. That's not negotiation.
Well, if you can
Shoot,
speak
that's
Orcish,
intimidation.
It's
I can
Orcish.
I can do that if they understand common or any other language that I speak, which they probably don't because all my other languages are like very magicy.
Orcs actually are able to speak common.
Yeah.
And you would probably know that, even though you are from very far away.
Well, I've still like lived here. I'm far away, but I still live
Yes.
most of the time here. So yeah.
So, they arrive at the drawbridge and see that the drawbridge is not lowered. At which point, some of them start swimming over the moat.
Yeah.
Shoot! Shoot! Shoot!
Yeah, I will start firing ray of frost in there.
This
Okay.
is not the time to panic. I will.
Are you picking targets or are you just aimlessly?
The wounded one.
Aim it closest.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the wounded one, and when the wounded one dies, I'm gonna fire at the shaman.
Oh, so you're straight going for the war chief?
Oh hell yes!
Okay.
And I'm yelling in Orcish. Go find your own village.
I will as I'm firing, and I will say I'm just lying the fuck out of this. I'm just gonna say that we slayed all the humans in this village. There was hundreds of them. Are you sure you can handle this with a pack of maybe 20 greenhorn warriors? And yes, I will now roll a deception check.
I will not show my face to the orcs because I do not want to be part of that deception.
I have no idea what you just said.
I spoke in common.
Oh, okay.
You
I
have
don't
no
speak
idea
orc. I
You
speak a
have
shitload of
no idea
languages.
what
Orcs
I
and-
said.
Yeah.
What did you say again? I'm sorry.
I yelled at them that we
Yes,
we
you
slayed
yelled at
all
them
the
that-
humans in this. There was hundreds of them. Are you sure you can take this from us with
Yes.
nothing
And,
but 20 greenhorn warriors?
and the orcish part?
Orcish part was go find your own village,
Okay.
Implying-
So,
implying that I have already claimed this one.
while a couple of them are still trying to swim the moat and aim and fruitlessly try to scale the palisade, the big wounded one is going to reply to you because you did speak to him in Orcish, and he says. The pointy ears in the forest have wounded me. War Chief Gurash demands entry to the sacked village. Because he thinks you are an Orcish raiding party.
What was his name?
Gurash.
Gurash. Well, I will yell. War Chief Gurash can go fuck himself. And no one will understand me, except the orcs.
No, not like the food.
What about Gulag?
But almost.
Yeah, goulash is what I was thinking of when I heard that name.
That's what I was thinking of when I was reading it.
Oh god, now I'm getting hungry. It's an originally a Hungarian dish, but it has spread out.
Yeah, I think I've eaten it. It's pretty good.
So, Lazar, who did you shoot at? Or did you just want to pick one of them off? Not that you hit somebody, but...
Well, I just shot at the closest one, the one that tried to climb over.
Oh, okay. Yes, you actually managed. You aimed at him, but as he tried to scale the palisade, he just fell off, and the arrow missed him. And after a couple of attempts, they give up the attempt to scale this side of the wall. And you can hear the shaman say that they intend to look for another entrance.
How many more shots can we get before they give up?
However, that is a thing that probably only Mika will understand because they do speak Orcish. You can get a couple of volleys off. They are going to try... I mean, they have to swim, so at least 3 or 4 of them will stay within your range for a couple of rounds.
I will also be firing at them.
And the others will try and circle the village to see if there's another entrance that they could use.
It's actually, will they stay in our range longer? Because if I hit them with a Ray of Frost, their speed is reduced by 10 feet.
May I do something?
Sure.
I would like to cast Thaumaturgy on myself. To make
Okay.
my voice boom. I will then, in Giant, say, "Oh, where are you at? Let me at him! Fluid!"
I look at you confused because I understand Giant.
Yes, you will get to kill all of them. Don't worry, I'll say in Giant.
Let's see.
I-
Let's see
I will,
if one actually
yeah.
understands Giant.
Well, they'll know that something very large is yelling anyway.
I will then say, calm down the big guy. Last time he started throwing those rocks, he broke like half the house. I really don't want to rebuild them. And roll my eyes, basically.
You can see that a couple of them are possibly beginning to doubt their endeavor.
Still like trying not to have it so that they can see me because I'm 20 feet up and on the far side. I'm going to pick up the loosest and largest piece of the crenellation that I can, which is quite a lot considering 16 strength,
Okay.
and I'm going to toss it at them. I'm not even going to aim, like, if I hit someone, I hit someone, but I don't think I can get the range.
So you are faking a giant boulder.
I am faking a giant tossing at what is to him a pebble.
Yeah. Okay. You will be able to toss them. You toss it into the general direction, so you might as well attack and see if you hit something. It will be at a disadvantage though, because it is a substantial piece of rock.
I'm also not adding my proficiency bonus because I'm not proficient with throwing
No.
rocks.
Yeah, well,
Well, that's a 1.
Well,
it's a warning shot.
maybe it makes a magnificent splash.
You really make being annoying on a whole new level.
It impacts somewhere close to the group, but it doesn't hit anything. But
Excellent.
some of them do stop in the tracks and look like their morale is not going to get much better anytime soon,
Did you just murder a squirrel?
possibly.
Flying cat. You blunt.
No, the Tressum is still with you.
Well, I will keep yelling in giant, like, variations of taunts and, like, frustration that not being able to go just squish some tiny folk.
I will answer you in giant. In effectively, like, I will try to calm you down, but it's less about the voice, more about the tone, and like how I'm slightly worried and trying to get you to calm down.
And in Orcish, I will yell,
I will also inform.
keep that
Silently.
thing in line! I mean, I have no idea what's happening because I don't speak giant.
I will use secret Harper hand signals to communicate this to the other tower.
I also don't speak secret Harper
Yeah, but there's
hand
Well,
signals.
There is a demon
Lazar.
But
person.
I am context clues. I speak context.
That's actually very useful, to be entirely honest.
That is probably the most useful language out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yes, I speak it.
Okay, so here's what happens. Their morale is getting worse, and as they circle around the village, being probably occasionally pelted with more or less
Tiny arrows.
Yeah,
big
I'm gonna.
chunk of rocks and arrows and bolts.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the goblin squad and kind of follow them from tower to tower. I think the broken tower is gonna be hard though.
Yeah, the broken tower or here, I think, might be the only places they can enter.
I really think we should just open up the gates and draw them in.
Your plans are brilliant.
Well, look, they'd be between you guys, and then we'd have me and the goblins to kind of bottle cap them, and then you can just murder hole. I don't know.
You may be overestimating the determination of your goblins when they are hand to hand with orcs.
Well, I'm not gonna charge them. I'm gonna have them use their bows. Kind of like skirmishers. Like, if they come in to look like they're gonna come into range, I'm gonna back them off. And I'll actually be between them and the orcs. And I'm actually gonna start to switch my chant to shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny.
Okay, so the next point they are going to try is the ruined tower, which will be fruitless. And some of them are going to try and swim to the point where the ruined bridge connects to the land.
Yeah. Well, I assume they will be shot at by goblins.
Yes, and they will take some losses. And all the while, they are shouted at by thaumaturgy giant curses, which none of them understand, but they sound very intimidating because they are very loud and they are accompanied by rocks being thrown at them. So eventually their morale will falter and they will not find it worth their time to hole up in here. And you will be able to drive them off.
Yay!
And don't come back!
Shiny!
Also, a couple of them that you have killed, because you will manage to kill a couple of them.
Also leave.
No, they don't also leave, but they can be inspected if you want to.
Yeah, I am definitely taking the goblins and looting the bodies.
Just maybe wait a second first.
Yeah, wait until they are
Yeah,
completely
well,
gone.
obviously, I'm not gonna just, like, when they're in eyesight, start looting them. To wait
They
15 minutes.
They don't have very many valuables. They have their weapons, but what you do notice is that all of them wear necklaces that seem to be made out of elf ears.
Ew.
Very orky. And dorky.
How many necklaces do we find?
Let's see how many you got. 7.
I would like to give a necklace to...
Some have more ears, some have less ears.
I would like to give the
Also,
one with
if
the...
anybody would like to roll for knowledge local or something similar, you can.
I think it's history in 5th edition.
Oh yeah, sorry. I always confuse them.
Yeah, it's easy because they're amalgamated.
As I see that those, I suggest that we should like, if we're not planning on beating elves, what we could do if we could literally just take those and like wrap them as, like, the trophy, like, because people will recognize those orc trophies. So like, we killed orcs. Fuck off.
Well, here's the thing. So these necklaces, do they have any beads on them, or is it just like a string of ears?
No, just string of ears.
I would like to give 6 of those necklaces to the goblins because I promised them loot. And I'm even gonna be like, you can eat that.
As soon as you say that, one of them is starting to nibble on one of the ears. It seems to be tough for him to get through. Also, Dane and who else was it? Lum. You remember that within this region there is an ongoing conflict between the elves that live in the northern forest and a tribe of orcs who are called the Ear Seekers, for obvious reasons.
Right.
Briefly during all of this, Mika looks very angry, and then she takes a deep breath, and everything's fine.
This is fine.
Yes, and it's not even lunchtime yet.
Okay. Now, we've managed to run them off. Centarim is no longer here, except for maybe the lady. I think our next course of action would be to get the villagers, and if the Centarim are here when we get back, well, we'll deal with that when we get back. Any objections?
Should we try to find the lady first? She did have some poison that was, I don't know, dangerous.
Quite potent.
I feel like no matter what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to fight to get the town back. And I know this is kind of like taboo, but I think we should go with a scorched earth policy. We should burn all the structures, set fire to the walls, make
No.
it so that we can take it back. Yeah, but we're gonna have to assault this position again. We need to damage its integrity.
We can't just leave the gate closed. And
They'll climb in through the south.
Well, we'll
Hope that
Ne-
they're stupid and terrible.
I honestly don't see how they would be able to climb out in the south.
That girl jumped the bridge. She's in the keep right now.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we should handle her first before we find the villagers then.
All right. She says she could be anywhere.
She went to the fortress.
Yes.
Doesn't mean she's still there, but that would be the place to start looking.
Well, let's go. No sense in wasting time.
Indeed.
Also, I should fix my voice, because I've been using my normal voice.
Okay. So, other than Lazar, who can just fly over the bridge, let's see. Anybody who has a strength higher than 15, you have no problem jumping the bridge whatsoever.
I will throw over a rope so people can use that.
I
I
will just
will-
jump down and climb up.
I will tie the rope off to the wall here. Because it's a log wall, I think I might be able to slip a piece of rope through.
Yeah, so you should all have no problem crossing here.
Yay!
And I'll go last, making sure all the goblins get through safely.
Oh god.
If
The
one falls in, I'll jump in and rescue it.
Okay.
I need the toilet.
5-minute bio break.
Yeah. We shall reconvene in 5.
Yay! I don't know why I'm happy about that, but yay!
Oops.
We'll use the bio break to continue on the GURPS character. I find it annoying how expensive military gear weapons are.
Hmm?
I find annoying how expensive military gear weapons are.
Well, of course.
I mean, yeah, I understand, but I still find it annoying.
Are you paying points for him?
No.
Good. Because in any sci-fi settings, never spend points on weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it's like integral to your character.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically he's like when some Empire technician decided it would be a great idea to give like higher level of sentience than assassin droid, so he could be more adaptable on the battlefield. It wasn't a great idea. Actually, this character is what happens then.
There's. I just have to point out that most battle droids have full sentience. It's just that they get wiped really often,
Yeah.
so they don't tend to adopt personalities and stuff like that.
Maybe I
Okay.
wasn't wiped maybe I wasn't wiped often enough.
Yeah, except for the what are they called? Yeah, trade fleets, battle droids, because
Yeah,
they were controlled. They had a central command station instead
Yeah,
of
well,
independent.
Yeah, well, the Trade Federation happened before Mustafar fell. Like, Mustafar was a tech hub. Like, they built droids and engines and guns. And
Yeah.
then they decided to give an assassin droid sentience to make it, like, a better assassin. And it immediately, like, reproduced its mind into every droid off the assembly line to become a hive mind. And that's how IG-88 was born. He killed everybody on Mustafar.
Do you want to know something? I did not know this. This character, his main way of fighting is that he can produce 3 copies of his own mind, and he takes over other droids.
Yeah.
It was based on the Scorpio. It's like the older ones, the Old Republic.
I feel I should point out there is nothing like hacking of droids unless you're doing it physically in the Star Wars universe.
Oh yeah, very much.
I'm back.
Oh yeah.
My brain is singing Prince Ali.
Okay.
Prince Ali, I want to see Ali Baba.
I should have known that would happen.
What? Just because I know almost all Disney songs?
Yes.
Right. Shall we continue?
Yeah, if everyone are back.
I
I
never
think so.
left. All my biological needs are at my hands.
That is so wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So
not
the
gonna...
5 of you, and your 6 goblins managed to cross the bridge.
Yes.
And yes, you come through a gatehouse that is empty. It contains a couple of empty beds and a couple of footlockers that contain nothing of value, should you look.
No.
I think we are just looking for her to make sure she's not here.
Unless she was small enough to fit in a footlocker, I don't think we're checking them.
No, she is most decidedly not in here. Also, as you come out of the other side, you can see that the keep has been heavily damaged. You could see that before, but it is quite remarkable. Also, the entrance to the keep, while not damaged itself, is almost blocked by rubble, but still accessible.
Right. Well, I guess a few of us should go in, some should stay out here, make sure she doesn't run away. If she's still there.
I think it's best if we stick together.
Well, the thing about sticking together is it's good for protection, but not good for perception.
Well, if we split up, she can probably take out one group without the other being able
Well,
to do
if
anything.
you four go together, I'll lead the goblins in the opposite direction and we can meet in the middle. That way, we have two groups, but, you know, we're not alone.
It's also quite a small keep.
In
Out
fact,
of character.
I can keep the goblins outside the keep and you guys can just go in.
Out of
Yes,
character.
it is not largest keep. It is a 2-story building.
The goblins add nothing to perception. They are terrible.
Yes, but you don't need to be very stealthy when there's no one there to see you. That's the point I'm making.
Well, I guess Burr and his gobbles will stay outside then.
Yes,
Okay.
I will lead the party inwards.
Okay, so you enter the keep.
I will try and be stealthy behind them.
Also, I am very much ready that she could be anywhere, lying in wait, trying to shoot me.
And you come into a fairly large hall, which basically is 2/3 of the ground level, and you can see a couple of people there, namely 4 people who appear to be guards, and Kella, and as you who of you is stealthing and who of you isn't?
I'm stealthing.
I'm stealthing.
I somehow feel singled out.
I'm probably around the back of the keep by now.
You come in and she points at you and she says, "Yes, those are the people who attacked me. I was just minding my own business and they came and attacked me and started to loot the village."
We haven't looted any village, I say as I reveal myself, even though they probably still saw me.
I've done nothing of the sort.
We simply wanted to prevent you and your Centarim friends from taking over this village. It was what they claimed they wanted anyway.
I've done nothing
but
of
we-
that sort either.
But they retreated when the orcs arrived.
Oh, please have high charisma.
Is it the thing?
Yeah, I'm talking about Lazar.
Yeah. He's a thief.
I want this to work.
Well, he might still roll a 3.
Oh, I need to roll something?
Yeah, it's persuasion against her deception because she swayed them against you.
Did I help at all with my... I've done nothing of the sort.
Yeah, why not? Do it with advantage.
Of course.
Oh my god, what?
Oh God.
I'm going to look at Lazar and just say, "You're not very convincing, lad."
Well, I'm telling the truth.
Well,
Doesn't...
Snick lady over there is a bit better.
Yeah, she's better at spreading lies. What can you expect from a Centarim?
I
Um,
still don't understand what is happening.
Goblin Squad. Where are you?
We are
Approximately.
holding in the south, seeing if anybody runs out. We're not even aware of this conversation. I assume. I mean, I know it's kind of a small space, but there's still stone between
Yeah, no,
us.
no, but I was.
Oh, actually,
Because the hole in the tower
I
actually.
reached 11.
Oh yes, you are still blessed.
Okay.
Because the hole in the tower actually also leads to the. Because the main hall is pretty much
The entire thing.
all of this.
I'm probably standing there then, so I can probably just barely hear them. So
Yes, so because Lazara rolled very, very low and she rolled not as low, I'm going to say one of your goblins is being a bit too nosy, and one of the guards sees him and he's going to say, "You claim to not be in league with the raiders, and yet you brought goblins here. Defend yourself."
Oh, what were we going to do? Just slay them when they were defenseless? Send them
Yes.
fought away?
They
They're
surrendered.
ransacking goblins.
They
Yes.
surrendered.
I would like to step in to like.
Well, why is it still armed then?
Because they are now
were
helping us. Yes, orcs. You don't. There was 20 orcs.
I would like to step in and say, these goblins have defended this town. They are now part of my tribe. We mean you no harm. And I point at the monk lady and I say, she is from the Black Network. They plan to take this town. Mind you, this is a teddy bear. So I'm gonna try persuasion.
It's a teddy bear with 6 goblins who are
Yeah,
clamoring for shinies.
Yeah,
incessantly.
I will help. I will help by shrugging and saying that these goblins have probably defended this village more than you have.
So do I get advantage?
I helped you, so yes.
Yes, you do. They are seemingly very confused and have no idea what they should do.
I just want to check. Do any of these guys have any like rank, or are they just like?
No, they seem to be more of security guard type.
Right. Says Dane out loud. He's going to go a bit rigid and say, "Men, line up!" He's just gonna go try and use his commanding presence, I guess. And pulling from his experience within the dwarf army.
Who are you trying to line up?
So there's 4 of them, and one of them just yelled at you to defend yourself, and one of the other one says, "They don't seem like bandits or raiders, really." And the other says, "Well, they do have goblins," and they can't seem to agree upon if they should attack you or if they shouldn't. Which I suppose is success in itself.
We are not raiders. We were sent from Daggerford to look for the innkeeper.
And finally, the 3 of them can convince the aggressive one to not attack you. says,
Deflates us. No one seems to listen to him.
yes, probably.
I
They
have
don't
a
speak.
long shot anyway.
They don't speak dwarf.
Oh yeah, he probably said it in Dwarvish.
If it's a reflex military dwarf reflex, it's probably come out in dwarvish.
Yep. Very rigid. And probably still booming.
Also, Keller is seemingly annoyed at this because she was convinced she could turn the guards against you.
I will then point out very loudly that there is still, people from the Black Network right next to you. Murder, spying, stealing. They tried to take your village.
They deliberate and they say, can you prove this?
But is the fake monk with them?
Yes, she's still there. She
Yeah,
is,
I will
she is
I will yell
fidgety.
them. Yeah,
She's-
I will yell them. Search her and find her pet.
Just it might bite,
Yeah, it might bite.
so don't.
Be careful, but take a good look.
Wear gauntlets or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be well hidden. Wink, wink. Shudder.
I'm backslapping her.
curiously, it
Yeah, I
doesn't
slapped
seem
myself.
there anymore.
Oh god.
Well, the living thing is sometimes. Oh dear goodness.
Well, it had wings. It probably she sent it
Well, this
probably to her companion.
the harpers of you are probably aware that these animals are also used as messengers.
Yeah. Probably went to talk to the people who are outside.
No,
Because obviously the snake talks.
No, but they.
I will also point out the very, very potent poison that there happens to be on the arrows.
How are we gonna prove that they're...
Listen, I'm not saying we should kill her.
But
It's,
I'm just saying we should wound her so much that she won't get it back
well,
up.
I'm thinking more like we tie her up like we tied Pasta up. And then we can explain to them how the orcs drove off the Zentarum and show them the dead orcs. And the dead goblins that we fought off.
The one that's half burned, half chilled.
Listen, we have you surrounded. We could kill you all right now. We're not gonna do
say
that.
that.
No, but it's just common sense. Like, if we were bad people, we would just kill you. But we're not.
Yeah. You're very bad at this outsmarting thing.
Well, sometimes being blunt is just the best way.
Oh,
Not today. Not today.
Oh dear. So two of the guards are going to approach you and say, well, I don't know who you think you are, but we will not presume to judge people that we don't know. However, should your accusations be true, just to be safe, we are hereby banishing her from this village.
Can you banish her with a great axe?
Can
No.
we maybe bind her first in case she turns out to be a bad person that's gonna bring more bad people to the village?
Yeah.
No!
The bad people are already nearby, so it doesn't really make any change.
Yeah, actually, we can just wait until the Zents come back.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But we really need to bind Miss Assassin Lady. She is
Nick.
dangerous.
Or at least.
Yes, goblins are also dangerous. You brought them into a village.
Yes,
Well,
but the
actually, you
goblins.
No, the
the
goblins were
No.
here.
Well, then you
yeah, we
brought them
killed
to.
like half.
Then you brought them to the keep.
Well, I mean,
They defended the
We-
village from orcs.
yeah, like you would not have a village if it wasn't due to these goblins.
Yes, these
And
brave,
these
brave
goblins-
goblins.
And these goblins do not fire arrows that just like have so potent poison that just downs my friend with one hit.
No, I say just banish her and then guard the village gates, and then we will go north and get the rest.
It might actually be more prudent to guard the keep. Since there's only one real entrance and a stone wall that seems to be mostly intact.
Yeah, but then when we get here with the villagers, then the Sens might have taken over the city and raised the drawbridge, and then the villagers will be stuck outside.
Yeah, but the people that are here right now can more easily defend this smaller space than defend the entire village with multiple access points. That's all. Like,
Well, there's only really one access point, the drawbridge.
no, there's two. There's the bridge in the south. That's broken.
Well, they can have one station down here, and then they could have 3 stationed at the gatehouse. And then if the Sens actually do attack and start getting over, then they are able to withdraw and go to the main keep.
Yeah, but what if the Zents start by taking the keep and make that their base?
How do they get to the keep?
They they climb up the rocks, climb to the bridge, and just enter. Like, I'm not sure what the grade is on that hill, but I don't think it's so steep that you can't climb to the bridge.
Let me just put it like this. There's 4 men. How exactly do you want them to defend an entire village? You can't. The fort cannot be defended either, because they can get up anywhere if they can just climb. 4 men cannot do it. There is no point having this discussion.
They can raise the drawbridge.
What's that word?
With our few numbers, we fought off those orcs.
I concede to Dane's point. I think Dane's right.
These 4 will easily be able to keep out 7 cents.
I think there's safety in numbers. I think we should take them with us.
And what if the orcs come back?
We can't keep just taking stragglers with us. More and more stragglers.
Every
Soon
life
we'll have
matters.
a retinue of.
I'm gonna...
I agree, every single life matters, but they should stay here.
Am I a straggler?
No, we're talking about the goblins.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm talking about goblins, and now he wants guards. And in a week, we'll have a retinue of 500 that we need to bread feed because we have someone who just keeps picking up strays.
I just want to take them with us to find the villagers. Then they can come back and live here. The goblins? I don't know. The goblins are going to be a complex problem for me to solve unless they die.
At this point, one of the guards interrupts you and says, "We're not going anywhere. We're tasked with defending the keep, and that's what we will do."
There.
Okay,
Bit of
there.
common sense.
I was hoping you guys had free will.
Okay.
What's Assassin Lady doing during this deliberation?
You probably noticed her trying to look for the quickest way out of here. She's
Um,
not sure. She's not sure which way is best yet.
I will walk up to her, like just point my finger at her, and you will submit to the justice you were dealt. Banishment is way better than what we were going to do. Now stop being shifty.
I think it's in her bones.
You can see the place where she took one of the arrows and one of the javelins. Has been rudimentarily patched up, and she begrudgingly says, "Nah. I suppose there's no point in staying here.
No.
If you will let me, I will take my leave."
We will lead you out.
Also, we're gonna frisk her and take all of her shit except her clothes. And if she has food on her, we'll leave that, but nothing that's dangerous. And you better believe if she has coin, we're taking that too.
I wish to point out we are not the authority here. These four men are.
I follow a higher authority.
Yes, if you try and demand her possessions, the guards will interrupt you and say,
I will automatically concede. I'm not gonna make a
basically
point
tell
of
you
it.
that she was banished and that is her punishment because you couldn't, you haven't proven to them that she is actually an evildoer.
Yes.
Because your preservation skills are horrible.
This is also how you, like, pursue law. And as a dwarf, I have to agree with this. I
Once-
can't. Just
Yeah.
being arbitrary and killing someone isn't really same shtick.
Yeah, it's not Burr's stick either. That's why there's live goblins.
Okay.
But
So-
I'm thinking once she's out of town, we're going to get the villagers back. And like,
Yes.
we promise you that we will do this.
Speaking of, could you four, what's your names, by the way?
Haha, you have to come up with names now.
No, I don't actually.
Dang it.
Oh yeah.
One is called Sidiri, one is called Torem, one is called Alara, and one is called Kalen.
Right.
They're so important, they have names.
Which one of you have the highest authority?
Well, after the captain got crushed with the lady, that would be Kalen.
Right, Caleb. May I ask you? There are still some horses. Blech, that was a weird word to say in that accent. There are still horses in your stables. Could we perhaps borrow them to go get the villagers that we have heard is stashed away in a cave to the north?
Yes, if there are horses still alive, they're no use to us right now. Take them.
We will make sure to get them back to you.
That would be much appreciated. However, you will have to take it up with the innkeeper because they're his technically.
Well, he's the one that we are sent here to talk to anyway.
Well, then I think he would not object. His horses to be used for this.
Well then, then one of you go with us, and we will see the lady out, and we will then set off before it gets too late and try to get the villagers home by nightfall. Everyone got that?
find it agreeable.
Did we get the leader of that Zen Patrol's name?
Yes, you did.
I would like to tell him if that man comes back, not to trust him.
They take note.
Also, if War Chief Gurash comes around, tell him to go fuck himself.
Tell him that the giant has not left yet. There is no giant, but that's the trick.
Uh-huh.
They are confused.
I explained to them how I bullshitted to get them away.
They understand better, but they are still quite confused.
I do my giant voice.
I do my
Now they
I-
got it. So they will send Alara with you to raise the drawbridge behind you for safety reasons, and to see the supposed Centurium agent out of town. She does not put up any fight or something. She seems to have realized that the purpose for her being here is no longer valid.
Pretty much.
Like their cover's completely blown. Like for the Black Network, this is FUBAR.
Yes, pretty much. She tried to salvage it with the guards, but she wasn't good enough. Okay,
Yes.
right. What does the clock say?
2 hours 30 so far.
Yeah,
With a
we
5
can
minute break.
probably set up the caves and go to the meat of it next time. So,
Yes. Yes. Without really wasting any time, Dane will start saddling a proper horse. He's used to ponies and goats, but he is large enough to ride a normal horse.
Can I fit 6 goblins and a gnome on a single horse?
six is probably a stretch. On 2, probably.
Is there a wagon around?
There is actually a wagon in front of these.
I
Or
would
not
like
the stable. Yes, the stable.
Okay, I would like to hitch a horse to the wagon and load the wagon up with the goblins.
Yes. I should mention, and I probably did at the time, that all of these horses are actually draft horses.
Yes.
So yes,
Strong.
you can do that.
I do that, and now I have a goblin war chariot.
Don't call it that. That will scare people.
A righteous goblin chariot of justice.
Not sure that's much better.
A murder wagon?
Much worse.
Amazing.
The
So-
worst.
You're trying to say that you have a sleigh?
Oh, that's so much better. Dane, you're so good with words.
God.
The goblin sleigh. Oh, wait a second.
Right. So I assume you set out to
Yep.
find the caves that were mentioned.
Is anyone good at tracking? Because I feel like a large group of people, like the orcs, would leave very noticeable signs. but also not to accidentally follow the orcs.
No, I think that's why we picked up a tracker, but he seems to have gotten lost.
Yes, he said, "Fuck this shit. This is not worth my life."
I can try and do my best.
I can also try to do my best.
Nope.
Well,
I
if you,
will-
Unless
guys
I have
assist each
advantage.
other.
Will somebody assist him so
I
he can
will
have
assist.
19?
I will assist instead of roll.
I'll help. I'll point out that's an orc. That's an orc. That's definitely an orc.
That is a good
That's a
point.
giant.
Okay, good.
Well, after we have gotten out of the city, I would like to fly over and raise the drawbridge, and then fly back.
Oh, actually, one of the guards went with you to do exactly that, but
Ah, okay.
also to escort the banished villager. So she
Giant
actually
air
leaves
quotes.
the village. Okay, so you follow the tracks of the humans, and you are able to do so because you have an expert orc scout reader.
Well, aren't dwarves made to track and kill orcs anyway?
Nope.
Nope, that's giants.
Yeah, I don't want to track the orcs. I want to track the humans.
Actually, I believe dwarves and Faerun don't particularly have anything against anyone except for Duergar.
Yes.
Everyone has against them. So yeah.
So after a while of following this track, you come to a group of hills, and the goblins on your sleigh
I'm really hoping they've eaten all the ears by now. It's like beef jerky.
oh, they're very chewy, so they're probably more like the ears are still there, but there's a lot of bite marks on them. But the goblins tug on your teddy bear
Yes, brother.
and say, caves ahead.
Caves were humans?
Humans and goblins.
Goblins in
And
cave?
one of the others says, and Thog and Gog.
Do Thug and Gog have a lot of shinies?
Actually, it's Thog and Nob. Sorry,
Oh.
my mistake.
Do Thog and Nob have a lot of shinies?
Oh no shinies.
Oh. Are they mean?
Yes, very mean.
Have they hit you?
No.
Have they bullied you?
Yes.
Do you want them dead?
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, the goblins say that there are tunnels pretty much directly ahead of us, and that there are humans and goblins there. Possibly an entire goblin tribe. I'm trying to get some information. They say, was it Grog and
What?
Nub? Or,
Thog and Nob.
okay, Thog,
It's-
like Thug, and Nub, like Knob, okay.
So, why would humans and goblins live in the same cave?
Oh, could we have had a short rest before doing this?
I assume you had,
Nice leisurely ride.
because it also does take a while until you arrive. So, everybody who needs one may take a short rest, obviously.
Strangely, I didn't get hit once.
I only hit myself. Well,
s-
it was the ground. The ground hit me.
I spent my second wind before this short rest, so I would heal my 1 hit point.
Okay. And as you approach the cave, or the hills where the caves apparently are, the goblins tell you, maybe. Hmm. They seem apprehensive to go into the cave.
You are one of my tribe now, brother. I see that you are a smart and powerful Gabo, and that you are better than the other Gabos. Smarter. And you deserve more shinies. But we need to make sure the bad Gabos are gone, so that you can be the best Gabos.
Are you trying to get backstab them each other? You're the worst tribe leader ever.
Oh, that was the wrong one. Now I'm gonna roll really low.
He says, yes, yes, Boss Hark is no good, but Boss Hark also has Thog and Nob. We don't like Thog and Nob.
What are Thoganob?
Boss Harg
Yeah.
is not your boss anymore. As long as you're with me, you're free.
And they say, Thog and Nob are big, scary.
I pull out my axe, and
I
like my eyes go crazy, and I'm like, scarier than me.
Yes?
I would like to try intimidation.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yes, much scarier. Could squish you.
I will say something akin to God. Gods have mercy in Dwarven.
I
I'm
woke
listening
up.
to this.
I woke up with my whole sparkly eye thingy going on. Scarier than me. Please don't let me roll shit.
Roll a 1, please do it.
No, I rolled a 19.
Says, no, but almost.
I'm going to need more information about these Thoganob.
Are they giants?
Big scary what?
Yes, they're giant and they have clubs and big and teeth and breath smell bad.
How big are they? Like,
Like my size?
or like
No.
house size?
Or bigger?
Larger than all of you.
So like if you put many houses on top of each other, like that big.
No,
Smaller, bigger.
smaller. But
Are
still
they-
but still very large and scary.
I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder and say, brother, if you do not want to fight alongside us, I won't make you. You are free to go if you want, but if you join us, you will get much shinies, and you will be able to walk amongst the people, because you will be righteous.
I think that needs a contract, to be honest.
Burr honestly believes this. He's trying to reform the goblins.
Then it sounds more like a persuasion.
Yes, it is persuasion.
Do I get assistance from Lum?
No, but you can have guidance from me.
Sweet. Was that a D4?
Yeah.
A moral support from me, but that's it.
Amazing.
My moral support does nothing.
Yes, so three of them say, "No, no, we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight Thug and Nob."
I still want more information.
Well, the three that don't want to go, I will hug them, give them a food ration, and say, you can go.
And they will.
I will try and fly up and like 8 feet. Are they this tall or taller?
Ah, you're gonna make me look it up now.
Yes, we're gonna need their mass, their eye color, any moles,
Smells.
distinctive
Are they-
birthmarks.
Green or gray or brown or I don't know, purple?
Are they made of fire?
Can fire hold a club?
It's a fire club.
So as you fly 8 feet in the air, they say, taller.
Oh dear.
10 feet?
Yeah, that's
Oh, thank God. I think hill giants are like 16 or 18, so
no, it's
so it's probably more like ogres or something like that.
Well, I know frost giants are too smart to deal with goblins, and, well, I know, but I don't know if Burr knows.
I'm fairly sure Dane would know that, like, ogres are the only ones that are dumb enough to actually, like...
Work for goblins.
yes, it was pretty much anybody who knows anything about goblins would have probably guessed that it's either talking about hobgoblins or ogres.
Yeah.
Hobgoblins are just human size. I seem to
Yes.
remember.
Yes, but
They're,
They're still quite large.
and they're larger than
they're
goblins.
still larger than a goblin.
Yep. And larger than most humans. I think.
Yes, they are still medium though.
Yes.
Yeah, which was why I put it at 8.
So you are in the vicinity of the hill, and you can see an entrance.
So the,
Right.
hu- so the humans and goblins are in the same cave?
I guess we should assume they took the villagers prisoner.
You know,
Or maybe the,
we probably
the
should have
villagers-
asked the guards.
Possibly.
Well,
Like-
they've been following human footsteps, we're assuming.
But definitely have not been following orc footsteps.
Well, I think we should enter. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna go on point with the goblins that are still with me. I'm assuming Dane is with me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just check something real quick.
Is anyone blind in the dark? The dwarf is right?
No.
No, dwarf see. Dwarf is see.
yeah, I also see fine in the dark.
I'm briefly
I can see
confused,
fine in the
so-
dark.
I think we all have dark
Yeah,
vision.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had that thing. We all have dark vision because nobody
You
was
have
born
no
really.
race that does not have dark vision, so you are all okay.
Yeah, we're
However,
those
as you
people.
approach the entrance of the cave, you can see that the three remaining goblins apparently huddle together and talk about something.
Oh, crap. Does anyone speak Goblin?
Nope.
Let me check. No.
Nope.
Why would I know Goblin? There's never anything good written in Goblin.
For some reason, you know Giant.
Giants actually have some really good history keeping.
Yeah, but goblins have some very good, terrible poetry.
I'm gonna try to, like, yell at them, like, hey! Get back in formation and intimidate.
You're giving very mixed signals.
You heard you like hug, ration, fuck off. It's like, get back here.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to be loyal. I'm trying to teach them. Honestly, I was gonna punch them. Does an 18
Continue.
work?
They jump and say, yes, maybe try and be silent. Because there are guards in there.
Should we
Uh,
maybe let the goblins go first?
Are there other entrances?
Hmm. I don't know, there are many holes in the ceiling.
Well, I'll try and fly up and see if I can find any holes.
Okay. How much time do you take?
I don't know, 5-10 minutes maybe?
There are a couple of holes, but on a sweep you wouldn't see if any of them actually leads somewhere.
Well, I'll just try and see if there's anyone that's big enough for us to climb into.
Oh, there are a couple.
Then I'll fly down and check each one.
Okay, so after a while you come across one that seems to actually lead into the system of caverns under the hill.
I will fly back to the rest. Well, I seem to have found an alternate entrance. Maybe we could surprise the guards. Or maybe we could actually get in and rescue the villagers without being detected.
Well,
I don't think I'm gonna pass a stealth check.
worth a try, I guess.
If nothing else, we'd probably surprise them.
Gonna be really sad if I have to kill these goblins.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's tragic.
Tragic irony. I
Yes,
want so
you
much
have-
for them.
I want those 3 he let go to come back at the end of the campaign, and as they kill a bird, they will like, you shouldn't have let us live. Stab, stab, stab.
You believe the worst in people.
Of course I do.
Well, is
If
there an
you-
easy way to get there on foot?
It's not terribly difficult to get up the hill on foot. And it seems to be a vent, a natural vent that leads into the cave. It is wide enough for all of you to fit through.
Probably
And
not
there
at the same time.
are
What was that last bit?
it is rough stone, so you can climb down if you want to.
So we
Right.
don't have to jump in.
I think I'm
No.
gonna tie a rope off to a tree if there's one nearby.
I just want to check. This doesn't have happen to be like a geyser or something.
No,
Might just be like limestone. Just like a pore eroded over time,
no,
and now there's a
you
rain channel.
you wouldn't be aware of any seismic activities in this region.
Don't dwarfs have a special thing for that? It's like stone something.
Yes, the stunning.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't seem to
mostly
be there doesn't seem to be any trace of volcanic rock.
Hmm.
Chances that there are guys that this is a geyser is slim.
Right, just checking because I don't want to be boiled alive.
You can hear. Well, actually, no, you can't because you're not in there yet. Never mind.
You hear nothing.
Well, I will volunteer to go down first.
Well, we should
It's-
probably tie a rope around all of us, just in case.
If you use a rope, you can just climb down. If you don't, it's a DC 10 athletics.
Yeah, I think we're gonna tie everybody off to a single rope, and then have a secondary rope that we can grab with our hands. Because I think between us we have 2 ropes.
Oh yeah.
At least.
Could also just like mount a rope on the bottom top and just climb it down.
Yeah.
I don't think this is like any sort of difficult climb at all.
I'm just thinking
It's
of OSHA level safety.
There are many footholds or many ridges that can be used as footholds.
I do feel terrible about leaving the horses here.
Oh yeah, nobody tied off the
Rightfully so.
horses. Although there is one strapped to the cart, so I don't know.
I guess all the horses are right now tied to the cart. So
So you tie them to the cart and you just put a chock in each of the wheels so that it can move.
yeah. But if something comes here, they're dead.
Yes. Well, they're dead anyway.
Okay, so we tie the horses to the cart, and then we cover them in branches.
No.
Yes, and that would make about as much sense as when the US tried to disguise a Sherman tank.
Yeah, that was such a bad design.
Okay, so you climb into the cavern. And you find yourself in a smallish cave.
Fascinating.
It's dark, but none of you care because all of you can still see. And the ceiling is not very high, but
Do I
still
hit
enough for
my-
you to walk upright.
Do I
Just
hit my head?
you might. How tall are you?
I think I'm just 6 feet.
No, you're good.
Oh, good.
It's anywhere between 7 and 8 feet.
Okay.
So it's not comfortably tall, but you will not hit your head.
I feel slightly claustrophobic.
I'm right as rain.
Yes, you feel right at home.
Of course.
I must say that these are small. I think we'll have to squeeze through.
It's okay, what do you expect?
The tunnels are fairly narrow, but you can all manage to squeeze through all of them. And as you climb down, who's first?
Hey,
Got it.
Dane,
Yes. You notice what's obviously a goblin. As you come down, you notice it hiding around the corner. It has obviously been posted there to be a guardian. but it didn't seem to want to engage you too much because it just hid from you.
If I start approaching it, does it look like he is just going to cower?
Not cower, but it doesn't seem to be aggressive.
Good to have one of our goblin friends talk to it. Persuade it to
No.
And
side.
but as you approach it, it says, "Oh, smart. Don't come through the front. Maybe." And it starts kind of talking to itself. Maybe.
I smack it in the forehead with my warhammer.
Oh no!
I'm hoping that we're around the corner so the other goblins don't see that. Although they're gonna see
Yeah.
the body.
Well, we
Burn
can
the body
always,
before they
like-
can see it.
I don't know if you've ever been in a tunnel where there's a fire, but it's not fun.
I know.
Have you been in a tunnel where there's a fire?
I've been in
That
a
would be
military
awesome.
base when it's on fire underground.
So you swing your hammer.
Yep.
And
I miss.
it manages to evade you, and then it says, "No, attack me. Maybe you can help me."
With what?
I have an idea.
And it kind of looks around because it stands in a hall, and it says, "Wait, maybe I come in." And it obviously wants to tell you inside of the small cavern rather than
Yeah.
in the walkway.
I let it walk around me so that I am on the outside and he gets into the cavern first.
Okay.
Meaning that he will be instantly surrounded if he tries anything.
Yes. And then he notices the others of you, and he says, "Oh, many people. Maybe this work. Yes." And he turns to Dane because he was the first through, so he's obviously the leader.
Obviously.
And he turns to you and says, "Yes, well,
Oh,
I have proposition."
come on then, spit it out.
Yes.
He spits the fish. How did you know?
And he says, "Yes, well, see, Boss Hark, Boss Goblin, he crazy.
And you want us to get rid of him?
Yes,
Okay.
for better of all of everybody.
All of everybody.
Yes.
Well, that was our plan anyway.
He crazy. He one day he just comes and he has two ogres and he just says he's boss now. He's no good.
If he's
Isn't that
speaking
how it
common,
usually works?
if he's speaking common,
He does. She actually does speak in common.
then I'm gonna say, sister, if you come with us, you will be safe and we will get rid of this boss and his ogres.
No, me no fight, boss.
Oh, I don't want you to fight. I just want you to stay near us so that you are safe.
I stay safe in small cavern where ogres can get me.
That sounds like a smart plan.
Indeed.
I wish you the best of luck.
That's like the best plan I've ever heard.
I give her a food ration. I'm like down to
Two small
2.
goblin. Do it.
It's like beef jerky.
You're running out of rations.
I'm a humanitarian. A gobletarian?
I've hidden mine so Burr can't get his hands on them.
Where have you hidden them?
I don't,
I don't know.
know.
Yeah, you don't wanna know. Cats have very thick fur.
Ah, so you hide them in your hair.
Yes.
Nika could probably hide food in her hair.
I'm not well up.
Jane probably has a snack in his beard.
Like every bearded man.
Isn't that the
Has
reason
been
to have a
there for
beard?
while.
For sauce stains and extra flavor?
So, this little goblin lady, who goes by the name of Snickbat, by the way, proposes that if you can kill this evil boss and his two ogres, then they would probably, as best as they can, try and stay out of the neighboring humans' way.
Yes. Why don't you hunt instead of pillage? That might be a worthwhile skill, don't you think?
Yes, we can try, but elves usually don't like it when we hunt.
Have you tried talking to him?
No, usually shoot on sight.
Damn it.
Try finding a bit of white cloth and tying it to a stick.
They're elves. I don't think like they understand, but they just don't care.
Can you point us in the direction we need to go?
Also, are there humans in these caves?
I would like to know if she's actually telling the truth, or if she's trying to lead us into a trap.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, maybe. Maybe that's
She seems sincere.
yeah, totally.
Yes, totally.
I've never met a more truthful person in my entire life.
Yes, actually, she does.
So, the humans.
Yes, humans came a couple of days ago.
Are they
Boss
hiding
said,
here?
boss said we keep them for food and shinies.
Oh, have you eaten them?
No? Maybe? I don't know. No? Maybe
Oh.
not.
Okay, we find the boss now, then we kill him.
And his ogres.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not all in the same room.
I'm.
No, ogre's too big to fit in boss room.
Oh. Should we take out the ogres first or the boss?
The boss.
Boss.
Sure.
Without the boss, the ogres might lack a direction. They're not particularly known for their bright intelligence, I think.
No. Ogres are known to be the most stupid of the giant kind, even worse than hill giants.
Yes, and hill giants are pretty stupid. As you might or might not find out.
Interesting.
Because there might be hill giants too.
There might be all the giant.
There might be all of the giants, that is true.
And people wonder why I know giants.
So, shall we continue?
Yes.
To the postman's room.
Yes. So, she will tell you that the boss's room is right nearby. That's why she has been whispering all of the time, which I have neglected to mention for reasons. And she says that the ogres are in the main cavern because they're simply too big to fit anywhere else. And also, at this point, I should tell you that you're technically level 3 now.
Hey.
Which is why I'm going to say we're calling it for tonight. You'll level up, and we'll continue this next week.
Sweet.
I am 3 years old.
Hit points.
Now, do I want to roll like a crazy person?
Ah, yes, it's the decision level. Very nice.
Oh,
Not for
God.
me.
Yeah,
Not for you.
for me, it's a decision level. The decision is very easy to end. It's close.
I actually need to make a decision. I haven't even thought about it yet.
Shadow. Shadow monks are the best.
Shadow is cool, but I like the old school style of open hand also very much.
Mm.
There's just something I got about a good heart punch.
Yeah, actually, my favorites are from the Skag.
Yes, the long death monk is also not too bad, and the sun soul.
Yeah,
Oh.
you played that a long time.
I was thinking of the Sun Soul, but yeah, the Long Death is also cool. The only one I don't really like is the Elemental Monk.
I like the flavor of it, but
yeah.
it's,
The flavor is cool, but it's kind of crappy.
Yay. I'm very happy because now I finally have, well, I can now say that I worked as a locksmith.
Yay!
I
Hold
think
on.
I'm gonna go Totem Warrior Bear.
Hmm.
I,
I wonder why.
I want Eagle, but it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and also most of the Skag barbarian stuff is just shit. Like it's bad compared to the other stuff.
Well, the Skag Barbarian stuff is like,
it's
Uh,
mostly flavor.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, there's a one dedicated to the dwarf.
Yeah, it's
Barbarian?
mostly
Yeah.
for dwarfs. From
Yeah.
what I was reading in like a small section on Totem.
Yeah.
They add like elk.
Yeah, I like the animals. I think elk at 7th level is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of speed.
Yeah,
And I think the ability to like disengage, or no, you don't even have to disengage. They can't take attacks of opportunity on you. But again, it just doesn't make sense for the character.
So you can join the clan of tiny barbarians. I am also a member.
Well, what I'm really planning on doing, if I can get at least one goblin to stay with me, is I'm gonna get that goblin another bear suit, so that we can walk around in public and people won't be like, ah, goblin. They'll be like, ooh, neat walking teddy bears.
We shall see what happens.
This is so weird. I've been awake for too long today.
I haven't.
I
Me neither.
got up before 9.
oh dear god.
That is horrible. Why?
Because I felt like it.
I got up
Why?
at 5 a.m., but it's only like 4:20 here. Smoke weed every day.
I got up at 2 p.m.
Nice.
My day started